Hey viewers, Morgana Galaxia here. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're visiting and I really appreciate your views. So I just laid down, so today I want to read on the Senate, okay? Because now that the election's over and we know Biden's the winner, and yet, you know, he's going to have some trouble leading if he deals with a Republican Senate. And the universe has given us a second chance at least getting a 50-50 split there with 2 Senate races due to runoff in January. So I want to take a look at the Senate today because it's all about them. Those 2 seats, if McConnell's going to work with Biden or if he's just going to continue to stonewall and obstruct the work of the president. So I just threw down this spread for Purdue and Ossoff, and then I got a spam call which disrupted my video. Damn spammers. So the cards are already out. I'm just gonna start over for you guys and then we'll continue on since I only got a couple minutes in, okay? So let me bring you down what we're dealing with for Purdue over here. We've got the Ace of Cups, the 3 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. And so Purdue is looking at a highly emotionally charged situation, a new beginning. So this Ace of Cups is, you know, all about the emotional body. There's new beginnings here, highly charged with emotion. So yes, we know this race is going to be looked at not only across the nation, but also the world because of the impact it has on the balance of the Senate. There's a lot of emotion looking to this race here. And this Ace of Cups is promising us some sort of new beginning, a new start, a new relationship. So something new is coming our way somehow for incumbent Purdue because this is his side over here. With the 3 of Cups, we know that he's got a lot of support. He's got a lot of emotional support, especially and maybe, you know, surprisingly among some women. He might bring in that female vote. His outcome is the luxury card. So it looks like he's going to be flush with money, all right? He's going to get the money he needs to be able to sort of maybe relax a little, not be so worried, not be so concerned. Yeah. So for Ossoff over here, we're starting out with the Lovers. So this tells us that he's going to be making some kind of a partnership or an agreement, some kind of commitment to either bring a team together or someone who's really going to help him in his campaign. This could even be him making a contract with the voters, all the promises he's going to make. But it shows that he does have support. He does have help. He is going to be assisted in his endeavor. And he's going to have to sort of review his money. You know, he's planted some seeds, and now they're growing, and you know, he's looking at what he can harvest. What has he grown? What has his campaign been able to create? How's the grassroots going on around him? This really is actually a pretty accurate card because we know that Stacey Abrams worked her butt off in Georgia. She really went out there and just canvassed that state, got a whole bunch of people re-registered who were dropped off the rolls, Georgia shenanigans, and registered a whole bunch of brand new voters. This is that sort of community card right there. You're going out and you're planting seeds, hoping that that's going to be harvestable by you later. So they're going out there in the community, and this is outreach, outreach, outreach. So in January, when this runoff occurs, he's got these votes to harvest. His outcome is the Empress. which, you know, the imagery I'm going right here, because the Empress is generally thought to be pregnant. You know, she's got that bun in the oven because she's a creative force. She's birthing something into the world. I feel like Ossoff's got a bun in his oven. He's going to be birthing something. He's going to be creating something into our reality here. So there is something he's going to be bringing forth, birthing. There's something new happening there. So, you know, both sets of cards here for these two gentlemen are pretty positive. I can't say I see a clear winner. I would say, as far as a warning goes, I would warn Purdue that he might not want to rest on his laurels if he thinks he's got a lot of congratulations coming in, a lot of good wishes. He might think he has it in the bag. Don't rest on your laurels. Because Ossoff over here, he's doing the work, all right? Out in the community, canvassing, registering voters, what have you. By him, Stacey Abrams. Didn't Andrew Yang say he was going to move to Georgia to help with this runoff because this race is so important? This is the work being done right here. The two outcome cards, you know, now that I compare them between Purdue's, this is people who have this sort of luxury, who are kind of flush with the money, who have a lot of confidence. This is almost like that relaxation card, like I was just warning you, he can't rest on his laurels. This card would be him resting on his laurels, thinking he's got it in the bag, he's got the cash, he's got his resources, everything he needs. Is very comfortable, thinking, you know, he's got everything that he needs. So I think I'm definitely feeling a warning here that he shouldn't take this affluence for granted. You know, the fact that he's an incumbent, he shouldn't take that for granted, okay? Because Ossoff over here with this bun in the oven, he's going to be birthing something. He's going to be bringing something forward that wasn't there before. So I'm not going to say that I see a victor here, but I do see a warning for Purdue that Ossoff is putting in the work. All right, he's putting in the work to create something and make something happen. So Mr. Ossoff might be looking a little overconfident, perhaps. These cards aren't bad, but I think that's his warning, that's his weakness, that he might think that he's got it in the bag. And he's not going to respect the work that's being done on the other side to make something happen. Okay, so that's how I'm going to interpret that. Next, I want to take a quick, just a similar look at Rev Warnock, who is battling Kelly Loeffler. And again, unfortunately, with that race, there's that third candidate who, if you add those votes to Kelly Loeffler's votes, would have more than Warnock. So even though, you know, people are feeling really good about him, I feel like there's a little danger zone there. It's in the danger zone. Warnock and Loeffler. So I'm going to put, again, Loeffler over here and Warnock over there. You know, every time I hear Warnock's name, I always think that Warnock sounds a lot like Warlock. I'm like, ooh, maybe he can make some magic happen. But the good Reverend might not agree with that. All right, Loeffler and Warnock. Loeffler and Warnock spirit. Show us what that race looks like. And who's going to be the victor would be nice to know, please. Who's going to take that race? Okay. Well, it's only 3. Yeah, I'll bring you down. All right, Kelly. Oh, cards are telling it like it is. All right. Okay. So for Kelly here, her karmic wheel is turning. Things are changing for her. Her karma's coming back together. You know, this is just the turning of the wheel. Great turning of the wheel. Change is underfoot for her. She's looking at a vicious battle here. A vicious battle, very difficult. And this card is telling us that she's going to be ruthless, okay? She's going to be ruthless, take no prisoners. She could be playing dirty here. This is the kind of battle, you might say, where there's no winner, where everyone gets hurt, okay? So she's going to be waging that kind of a fight. And here with her outcome card, I would tell you she's got to leave, all right? She's out sailing away for smoother waters there. So this would indicate to me a loss and that she has to move on. Over here for the good Rev Warnock, we've got the King of Wands. So this tells us that he is a hard worker. He's fair. He's even-minded, well-balanced. Just, very smart, caring, a hardworking individual here, okay? With the Two of Pentacles, we see that he's going to have to balance some money. He's going to have to do a little manipulating there to use his funds effectively to do everything that he needs to do. There might be some other issues come up that he's going to have to juggle. This could be anything. It could be maybe there's people who have issues with him being a reverend. This is Georgia, where 1/3 or so of the population is African American. Maybe he has to juggle some race relations there or something. Definitely juggling some finances. So he's got some manipulating to do of a situation. But with his outcome with the Lovers, this is him making that bond, having that partner, okay? So he's going to have a partner. He's going to be supported. He's going to, this could be him in a new relationship, a new bond with the voters, So, voters, what I'm seeing here, Warnock, I'm not going to say is a slam dunk in that he's got some work to do. He's got some juggling. It's probably some money issues he needs to attend to, but he has some support. But more than his cards saying he's winning is Loeffler's cards over here that look more like she's losing, okay? Her karma's coming home. She's got a vicious battle, but this card just shows her leaving. She's leaving. So, believe me, I really understand how optimistic it is to think that both of these Democratic candidates can take both of these Georgia Senate seats to even out the House. It's hard. There's been so many disappointments. The Republicans have won so many dirty battles. It's hard to see that kind of victory, that kind of good news. But I'm going to say the cards that's what the cards keep telling me. I did a reading the other day on it, and it was very optimistic. All right, so I want to know about Mitch McConnell. So obviously, if these two races do go towards the Democrats and the Senate's a 50-50 split, I do believe that the party that has the presidency is the one that leads the Senate. So in that case, the Democrats would lead the Senate, okay? Yeah, and so it will be possibly Schumer who would be the Senate Majority Leader. Let's take a look at Schumer. That's right, because one of my viewers was asking me to look at Schumer. We'll do Mitch McConnell maybe in a minute. I want to look at Schumer. What's Schumer? What's Schumer's role? No, that's grass. What's Schumer's role in the Senate looking like going forward, Spirit? What's Schumer's role in the Senate looking like? Schumer in the Senate. Schumer and Senate. I'm sure he can just taste it. Taste that that leadership role if the Democrats can pull Georgia through, right? And I definitely get a sense that he really believes that he would be so much better for the country than Mitch McConnell. Obviously, because he's going to work with the Biden administration to actually get some work done. Schumer, but what's it look like? All right, let's take a look at Schumer. So do I do a cut? All right. Cut here. Take a look at Schumer. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to do a full spread reading on him. All right, everybody. So Schumer, what's his role in the Senate looking like? Okay, well, the card that represents the question here with the Page of Cups is an opportunity, okay? I'm getting a sense of opportunity. The cup would say, yes, you're getting a message, maybe an offer of friendship, a gift of some kind. So it looks like there's a gift or a message of friendship, some sort of opportunity coming his way. One that he's going to be very happy about. Again, with this cups, that's all about the emotions. He can be expecting a gift or some good news of some kind. The energy that's sort of challenging him is the Judgment card. So with the Judgment card, my first thought obviously goes to, this has to do, it's only going to happen if the judgment on those two Senate races comes in for Democrats, right? This judgment is opposing him. So judgment's opposing him. Let's see if we need to get back to that in a little bit. All right, so overriding this reading is the Queen of Swords. So in the sky, above this question, we have a very strong leader, someone who's very smart, very concise, very fair, uncorrupted, okay? Who holds the sword of truth, the sword of discernment, is going to be overriding this reading here. Underneath, what's foundational to this question is the Knight of Swords. So fast action, rushing into battle, swords drawn, full on action, moving into battle here. Just a moment. So again, I'm looking at this Queen of Swords here. What's overriding this reading? I'm going back to it because I'm getting the sense that this is Kamala, okay? She's going to be the deciding factor, the deciding vote in a tie, in a split Senate. I'm definitely feeling this as Kamala. And going back again to this Knight of Swords that's underlying this question of Schumer's working in the Senate, I feel like he's got plans. He's not gonna, if he gets this leadership position, he's not just gonna step into it and start kind of from scratch. I feel like there's a lot of things that he wants to go after as a majority leader in the Senate. Okay, so I feel like if he gets this position, he's gonna start, he's got some plans, and we can expect some swift action from him in addressing whatever it is that he wants to address here. You know, and I was thinking about this again, and basically this is going to be sort of partisanship for him. So if he does lead the Senate, his challenge is going to be all those Republicans who are just going to judge everything he tries to do, right? Everything, all these plans that he's going to be going after, they're going to be judging it, trying to thwart it, not sure if they want to support it, right? So judgment of that other party is going to be a constant problem, as you can imagine, with a 50-50 split, right? But again, this is a reminder that Kamala's there to break any ties. And this is her with her lawyer hat on. She knows the law, all right? She's very smart. She knows the law. She'll make the call. So the energy that Schumer has just passed through, or that perhaps he's still kind of going through now before the Georgia race is called, is this Two of Pentacles. So he's juggling, all right? He's got balls in the air. He's dancing on one foot. He's got a lot of things going on right now, just juggling and manipulation. He's, it's pretty clear cut. I'm sure you can imagine, there's so many things going on, trying to get this stimulus bill through, dealing with the fallout from not taking the Senate right off the bat, trying to work on these two races that are left, 1, 2, to make sure that he can get that leadership spot. The energy is going to be moving into, though, in the Senate is the Star. So this is telling us that he's going to be transitioning into this energy of hope and optimism, of happiness, of balance, of nurturing the United States. So this card by itself in this position here tells me that instead of, that he's going to be going forward just happy, just thrilled and excited and looking to start these new wonderful things. If McConnell was going to be the winner, if the Senate races fall through and McConnell keeps the House, this card would not look like this right here for Schumer, okay? So that's a really good sign. So Schumer knows that the Senate, the nation, the administration, we're all in the midst of our tower moment. So everything's changing. The Republican Party's kind of fallen apart. The Trump administration is ending. It's all kind of crashing and burning, right? The train wreck is here. The dumpster fire is here. The tower moment is with us. We're in the midst of it right now. For the influence of his environment, we've got the King of Wands, which means that there's going to be people in the Senate, people that Schumer's going to be working with, who are still fair, hardworking, balanced people, who take their job seriously, who want to be productive, who want to be efficient, and who want to work for the nation. So he is going to have that as a resource for him in the Senate. So there are going to be people he work with. This isn't necessarily my Biden card, but it could be signaling that, yes, there's going to be work. Work and leadership is going to be in his environment there in the Senate. So hopes and fears that he has to defend himself. His fear is that they're not going to be able to beat back the Republican majority, that, Democrats are going to continue to have to defend everything they want to do. They're going to have to beat back all the opposition to Biden's initiatives. That's the fear. Unfortunately, with the outcome, we still got a brutal fight. We still, or I should say Schumer is looking at a brutal fight. So, you know, I don't think this is the 2 Senate races in Georgia, because by this time that's already done. I'm definitely getting the sense from this reading that, you know, Schumer's coming into a period of hope and optimism and joy and happiness here. He's got a lot of things he wants to do. Kamala's here as the tiebreaker. So I feel like that's not what we're looking at here with this card. This is just continuing to have to deal with the Republicans, because at best this is going to be a 50-50 split House. Everything is going to be hard fought for. Yeah, Kamala's going to break the tie, but if they lose even one Democrat, right? And there are just bad actors on the Republican side that are just don't have the good of the American people. They're still Trumpsters. They're going to want to obstruct, and they're going to want to fuss and fight. And I think this is telling us that even if it's 50-50 and Schumer leads the Senate majority, it's not going to be easy peasy. I mean, yeah, he'll have all the hope and optimism there, but it's not going to be easy. He's still going to be having to deal with these fussy ass people. There's still going to be a lot of brutal fighting going on. So that's kind of what I'm seeing right now for Schumer. I feel like there's some optimism here, especially because Kamala's there wielding that decisive sword. Oh, but yeah, it's too bad they couldn't get some more of those senators out. Okay, you guys, maybe I'll read on Mitch McConnell next time. I want to keep these a little shorter. But that was just a start looking at the Senate. We're going to be looking at that a whole bunch more until January, because it's a big deal, you guys. We need to get out there and take that, or I should say, I'll be sending that energy over there to Georgia, to Stacy, and to everybody who helps her win that seat for us. All right. See you guys. Thanks for visiting my channel, and I hope to see you guys soon. Take care out there. Bye.